Congressman Lee Zeldin is attending tomorrow's speech, and he joins us now. We're happy to have you, Congressman. Should every senator and congressperson in the United States attend that speech, and why?
Well, there should be no conflict as to where they belong tomorrow. They should be in their speech, embracing the Prime Minister's visit, his historic, important words, which I'm confident will be remembered for decades to come. This is a critical time for not just Israel's security and America's security, but many nations are impacted by the fact that it looks like the president's making a deal just to make a deal.
You actually say that Benjamin Netanyahu has made it clear that he doesn't oppose a deal. He opposes a bad deal with Iran.
Correct. And, you don't want Iran to be pursuing uranium enrichment. You don't want them to have thousands of centrifuges. We don't want to make permanent concessions on our side in exchange for temporary concessions on the other side, or for us to say that there's a deal where the Iranian government is immediately refuting the terms of that deal, because, in essence, that really isn't a deal. Or inspections. If there's no accountability and transparency afterwards, then how do we know Iran would even be complying?
Has the Obama administration made an effort to politicize this speech? Meaning, have they made it about the Prime Minister's re-election efforts more than about the existential threat that Israel faces from Iran if it gets a nuclear weapon? And if they get a nuclear weapon, what happens with other Arab nation states in terms of whether they want nuclear weapons?
Well, to your last point, I mean, there's no doubt that it would end up leading to a ramped-up nuclear arms race in the Middle East. That's the last thing that we need as far as the stability of that region, with everything that's faced with radical Islamic extremism and state-sponsored terrorism. The White House and congressional Democrats have been overly politicizing this speech. The Prime Minister is a leader of our nation's strongest ally. He wants to work with America in our efforts to stabilize that part of the world. And again, he does not oppose any deal. He just opposes a bad deal.
Dianne Feinstein said that it was arrogant that Netanyahu would say that he represents Jewish Americans or the Jewish mindset. You say? Does he represent you?
He represents what I feel about where America's foreign policy should be a lot better than what Dianne Feinstein believes America's foreign policy is. We need a stronger, more consistent foreign policy. We need to know better who our friends are and who our enemies are. And the fact is that the president, while urging patience on the part of his Israelis, while praising the Palestinian Authority last summer, we're now negotiating with a country that is at the same time looking to overthrow the government in Yemen, an American backed up ally. So it's unfortunate, but we need to hold this president accountable.
That's right, Congressman. We thank you for joining us. We also thank you for your service in 2006, fought right there in Iraq. Thank you.
Thank you. 82nd Airborne. Thanks, Congressman.
All the way.